I'm going to show you some tips and tricks in admin that might make things go a little faster for you. When you come into admin, well, for example, I'll go to the product section and go into a product, edit here. And this little links button right here, if you click that, it comes up with a screen that has the product display link, the add one to basket and buy one now link that you can click to get directly to a product. We'll close that up. Another thing you'll notice, if I go to products, let's say, you'll see that there's 3 products showing, and it has a 10 right here as the maximum. So if you have 80 products, you have to sit there and click to the next screen, to the next screen. You can come in here to users and go to yourself, user, and say edit. And over here at preferences, you see it's 10 items per page. I can make that 100 and say update. And now when I come to products, it's hard to see because I don't have 100 products, I only have 3, but it shows 100, and that can save you a lot of time. Another thing you'll notice is that you can check these little boxes for what shows up as columns in the product information here. That way you can quickly get in if you needed to make a change to a thumbnail image, that type of thing, or prices. So you make sure price shows up, and you can click edit here instead of the full edit button. Change the price right here and say update, and that's a quick way to make changes in there. You can also sort name ascending, code ascending, and so that sorts it by code. Similar thing in categories. Another thing you'll notice, going back into products, one of the things that I found annoying till I learned this trick is, let's say I wanted to find all the products with prod 1 in them. So I type this in and I hit enter, and it beeps. It doesn't let me actually search. So you have to grab the mouse and click go. But what you can do is hit tab. You're in here and hit tab, and that activates that button. So without having to hit the mouse, you can hit tab and enter, and it searches for what's in there. And just a couple other quick things you'll notice. As you come down, let's say to customers, you want to add a customer, you can click here and say add customer. But you've got these little add buttons that help a lot. Click add and go directly to adding a customer. And after you add a customer, you can hit the add button and it'll immediately come up with that customer. But there's also a little add plus where basically you can fill in all this information and say add plus, and it'll add that customer and come back up to this screen where you can add another one. This way, if you have a whole bunch of customers to add, likewise with products, if you have a whole bunch of products to add, that'll save you having to go back and forth, around and around. And there's a little active button here. Let's say you want to work on a category, but you don't want it to be active yet. So when you add a category, uncheck the active button, and when you add it, it won't be live on the store. It won't show up in the category tree. So those are a few little tips for how you can do some things a little quicker in admin.